All right, welcome back. Nigeria evacuate all herders from south. CNG tells government. All right, the news in details. Following the unfolding scenario set by the ratification of a regime of laws that potentially seek to limit the free movement of herders in the 17 southern Nigerian states, the coalition of Northern Group (CNG) has asked the federal government to take immediate steps to evacuate all herdsmen currently in the south back home. Alright, in a statement by CNG's spokesperson Abdul Aziz Suleiman, it said a study has shown that at present only 10% of the Fulani herdsmen live and conduct business in the entire south. With the incessant show of animosity against the pastoral communities by the people of the south and their leaders, it has become a matter of urgent necessity for the federal government of Nigeria to take steps to evacuate the remaining 10% of herders currently in the south back home. With the onset of the fresh systematic vilification of the herdsmen at official level, it is important to evacuate them peacefully, since apparently their security could not be guaranteed in their host communities in the southern part of the country. A study has shown that with all the overhyped hatred by the pastoral communities by the south and their leaders, only 10% of herders live in the entire south, which can conveniently be accommodated in the north, Suleiman said. Alright, and on to this, it has been said that evacuate all herders from south. Alright, and the CNG tells the government. Alright, the coalition of Northern Group has told the federal government that please try and evacuate all herders from the south. Well, the thing has been that majority of people now that many people are agitating for separation, and the cause of it had been that the herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, had been disturbing, killing and maiming of innocent souls in their own land, in their own farmland, and then insecurity ravaged the country to the extent majority of people had it so difficult to maintain their farmland, to go to their farmland simply because of Fulani herdsmen. And then onto this, the Fulani herdsmen had caused a lot of havoc in the past, and then because of the fact that the federal government never tried to send in security operatives, and this has actually affected a lot of things. And I think this is one of the major things that caused the agitation for another nation. Yes, and then that has been it, because it got to a point that the whole thing was ravaging everywhere, and the federal government was not even deeming it fit to secure the people. And that's why you can see the emergence of the Eastern Security Network (ESN) and the likes of Amotekun to save and protect their people from all these atrocities. Well, onto this, a lot of people have actually reacted onto this, and then it has been said that as far as the country is concerned, everybody needs to wake up. Our Momo don't do. This is not the kind of country we will love to live for our unborn children and the generations to come. Alright, according to Getty, I said that, well, why must the federal government evacuate them? Is it the federal government that took them there, or is the federal government of Nigeria now the government of only the Fulani herders? Why can't the Northern Group, for God's sake, know that the federal government of Nigeria is not for only the Northerners or the Fulanis? So why should they use our common resources to evacuate people that are doing their own business when there is no war? Well, nobody is asking them to leave but to obey the law of the land. All right, and that has been said by guests anyway onto this one. And it is also said that, well, one thing should be made clear: the people of the south don't hate Fulanis as our people, but the killer herdsmen. Well, we have been living with the Fulanis for ages before the advent of these murderous herdsmen who came along with Buhari to wreak havoc on southerners. If the Onyx Fulani can no longer live without the killers, then all of them leave for the north. All of them should then leave for the north. Well, I think according to Tony Labo on this one, he had cleared the air, and then he had been able to make the meaning clear right now, and then he has said a lot of things, and then which is exactly what we have been faced with. And it has been said that as far as southerners are concerned, they never hated the Fulani elders. No. These people are loving people. Even in the southeast, they are loving people. But all of a sudden, that these killer herdsmen now started ravaging the whole country, and then disturbing people on their home farmland. You can imagine, to the extent killing, maiming, raping their women, and all sorts of atrocities that had been committed by this set of people. This had made every region to now say, okay, Fulani, you people should leave us alone. Since because majority of them will tell you that this thing that have been happening is not the handiwork of the Fulani, but some set of people that are coming from outside the country were the one that has caused all this, of which a lot of people have seen it, that since the avenue to which they come into people is through this same Fulani herdsmen, so it's better if the Fulani herdsmen know that they cannot live without these killer herdsmen, then they should all leave our land for good, not that the people hate them. And I think this has expressed the whole thing, and the majority of people have been like, well, and that is just the truth. Well, according to what has been gathered here, it says before APC government, Fulanis are friendly. Ever since APC took over power, Fulani became another thing. So the change of APC government, please let them go peacefully. This is not the only Fulani person that ruled Nigeria before. I don't know why his own is so bloody. That is serious. Well, the majority of people have ruled, but this time around, this one is bloody, is worse. In fact, somebody said that they have performed woefully, like woefully bad. And in fact, we don't even know the kind of adjective to qualify this. Well, and then that has been it, my people, on this one. Meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.